They're doing Gtalk2020. You know the vibes.
These motherfuckers be saying.
You already know. Yeah, you know.
Dog wrong ass want to be in the camera and say shit.
Yeah, you know. So what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? We back. We'll be back for a minute. 7:45. That's the real time. We know we been slacking on a couple of departments, but we getting our shits together.
So man, what's been going on with everybody, man?
Man, you know, same old same. Just trying to get to it.
Since man, we gotta break the ice. How everybody feel about this? The Chicago legend, man, Robert Kelly.
What you mean? What we feel about?
Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. My standpoint on the shit is, I still fuck with his music. We grew up on that shit. That shit in our bloodline.
Major shit.
You feel me? But I ain't finna be no creep on the internet defending this nigga. Cause that shit wrong as hell. Niggas is real life out here trying. I know bitches that was fucking grown niggas in freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
That's not, we're not gonna compare it. It ain't about being valid, bro. That shit just weird overall, bro. Like, any way you look at it, that shit weird as hell. Because would you want your daughter talking to a grown ass man? Nina had the McDonald's?
No. Shoot that nigga in the foot.
You hear me? So that shit weird as hell, man. So how you feel about the tone? You know, you an 80s baby for real.
Yeah, man.
You seen all the wild shit. You seen the tongue on the belt buckle.
I feel they couldn't get him on like real statutory rape charges, so they got him on some sex trafficking and conspiracy, aka pretty much charges you give a pimp. So yeah, and I don't feel that nigga really broke either. I think that nigga said he negative $2 million because you know civil suits are next, and civil court work different. You don't need to be proven by a judge of 12. All it takes is a inkling of doubt to be sued and win successfully. So he did the right thing by saying he's negative $2 million. I think it's fucked up. I think he'll beat this shit. I think they go Bill Cosby the nigga. He gonna sit for like another 2-3 years and then
Going down.
no. We said the same about Bill Cosby too.
No, I don't say it with Bill Cosby because they damn dirty. It's a big difference. R. Kelly, this nigga really. The difference between Bill Cosby, and I'm not comparing, no, I'm not defending. This was back in the 70s, pill popping and all that shit was normal. And then these women were still talking to Bill Cosby after he did the shit. So you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It was some bullshit with Bill, but R. Kelly, he's fucking with minor girls. Been fucking with these girls since the early 90s, bro. He would dump a bitch when she turned 21, dump a female when she turned 21, and go mess with a 17-year-old. Go mess with a 16-year-old.
That's not true, though.
Come on, man.
Those are all speculations.
You acting like you don't know the truth, man.
I mean,
we seen this our whole life, bro.
This nigga is a nigga that really skates thin lines like a lot of people do. And he had the money to do it. And if you could fuck a bitch and it's legal to fuck a 17-year-old in this state.
Okay, that's cool, 17, because that's a consent. That's consent.
That's what he was doing, bro.
He was fucking 14 to 12-year-olds.
They didn't prove none of that shit.
Man.
They didn't prove none of that shit. That's not what he's going to jail for, bro.
Yeah, so you defending.
I'm not defending Kels. I'm just saying.
We know what R. Kelly is doing, my nigga. We know.
How do we know?
Why do you say you know? Why are you hurting?
Bro, this man's is a fucking creep, bro. Come on, he married Aaliyah. You don't think this shit didn't continue down the line, bro?
Okay, but you can marry girls that's 15 in Mississippi. Back in them days.
We're not making no excuses, bro. We're just saying what's actually.
Bro, and it's known that his crew is saying that when he's in the mall and he's seeing young girls, he had his crew go tell the girls.
How do we know this? Because they were on shows where they were paid to tell their story.
So you think everybody just lied on this man? You think these parents not saying? You think these parents wasn't in cooperation with this man's getting money from this man? Everybody is wrong, from the teen to R. Kelly to the parents.
So if we're gonna play that card, and we can play that card, let's go even further. Why are we not talking about the parents? Why are we not talking about the
say that. You can look at every comment I said about this R. Kelly situation. I said the parents, I said the team, and I said R. Kelly should go down because the parents dirty as hell. They didn't wear R. Kelly out until the money got ran. Until the money ran out. Got to put quotation marks on that. And then the team, they ain't start tricking to their ass, stop getting paid because the money ran out.
Yeah.
So everybody dirty as hell. It's just that, oh, well, we can point our fingers at R. Kelly, it's gonna look better. But nigga, y'all hands dirty too. It ain't like we finna just go down and we going for one big body. I thought when you arrest only one person get the, you feel me, you get the freedom and they get to tell the story and everybody else go down. I thought that's how it was. Now it's everybody get freedom and then one man go down. That shit wrong. That's wrong right there. I agree in that. But him doing time for what he did is not wrong.
So you feel that he did that shit?
You said what?
Yeah.
So you feel he did that shit?
Kels did that shit, man. I ain't know. That's my preference. You may sit here and believe that all them songs say he ain't do that shit, but Kels
No,
did
I'm
that
not
shit.
saying he didn't do that shit. That's not what he got charged with.
I believe he did that shit, bro. I believe that
So
charges.
you believe that he was conspiring and sex trafficking? Because that's what he got charged with.
I don't believe that.
That's what we're talking about.
I'm talking about R.
That's
Kelly
what the charges
deserves.
are.
But in the end of the day, bro, karma is karma. You got to sit down for what you're doing is wrong, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna have to sit down. God may see him through in the long run. May see him. He may get out of 3 years, like you said. But that nigga has to sit down today for them 3 years.
For a technicality watch.
It could be whatever, bro. But R.
And you
Kelly
know
has
what I
to
think
sit
that
down and he
take place?
has to rehabilitate himself. When has he ever sat down for a long period of time? This is probably the longest time R. Kelly has ever sat down.
Okay, if he really had a problem, why can't we do like we do with people who have problems? To send him to a center and get help.
Nigga, I said R. Kelly needs to do jail time, and he really do need some mental help, bro. He been getting raped since
Why
he
he
was a
just
kid.
can't go to? Why he gotta go to jail if you know his backstory?
Nigga, why every other predator can't? Why they can't get their backstory told? Nigga, that's fucked up. He got to get treated as equal as the other people, and it's fucked up. White people don't get treated equal as always, but he has to get treated, bro.
I'm saying he should get treated like a white person, and he should go to a center and get help.
Shit, this is a white person. This shit wouldn't be happening.
Okay. So you said that you want to send him to jail.
Bro, he needs. Y'all acting like this man don't need to.
He needs to go to, like you said, a rehabilitation center.
He needs to go to a minimum security prison with heavy fucking mental psych wards in that bitch. That's what he needs to go sit.
Why he gotta go to jail though?
Bro, he needs to sit the fuck down. You can't tell me why he doesn't. Tell me why he doesn't need to go to jail.
He can't sit down.
Tell me why he doesn't need to go to jail. Tell me why he doesn't need to go to jail, because you're asking the question, but you're not saying why he doesn't need to go to jail.
No, I'm saying
R. Kelly,
he needs
bro,
to. Okay,
he
needs to sit down.
Legally,
but
you can say that R. Kelly, he didn't do this because he didn't get charged for raping little girls, but we know R. Kelly, he had fetish with little girls, bro. As soon as he got beat one of his cases, he ended up in the McDonald's with teenage girls, bro. We knew R. Kelly has a fascination with kicking around with girls. We know he has a fascination with promising 16 to 17-year-olds singing careers. We know this shit. Hold on, no, bro. Let me finish talking, because we sit here and put prejudgment on certain people, and then the people we love, we don't. We always got to say, it's a benefit of the doubt for that motherfucker. We know he did that shit, bro. Right, so why he can't serve the jail time for the shit that he did? You said you know he did the shit, so why he can't
go to
bro, because if somebody raped Justice, you will want their ass to be in jail. You want to kill the motherfuckers. So why the fuck come on, treat it as equal. You have to think like that, bro. For every woman out here, if you seen some shit happening to any woman in your family, nigga, you would want to kill that nigga and see that nigga behind bars. It's no middle.
Okay, so same token. Somebody does a crime, a violent crime, but they off crack. So, not rehab?
No, he did a violent crime. He sent his ass to jail.
That's totally different though.
Right. Send his ass to jail. Come on, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Because now, right now.
He's just saying, Tone's just saying he's sick. So
No, I'm saying because right now, they're not calling if you do crimes off drugs. They're calling, like, addicts are now being called people with sicknesses, and they're sending them to centers. So if what he did really is a mental sickness, and he does have a mental sickness. No, he has a mental sickness, though.
Okay, he needs to still sit the fuck down in jail. If you go to a fucking psych ward, nigga, that's like you going to jail. Nigga, he needs to sit the fuck down. Someone wants to put their hands on that man to beat the fuck out of him, and they needs to do that shit.
How come other rappers go to jail and R. Kelly?
But he wasn't raping. You
just said you know the nigga did this shit. Come on, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Statutory rape is
not
rape
is rape, bro. Rape is rape, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and defend this man, bro. I love his music to the death of me, bro.
I just
Bro,
feel
we
like-
know
I
R.
feel
Kelly
like-
is a weirdo and a creep ass nigga. If we had a nigga like that in the family, bro, we will definitely beat the shit out of him. We would definitely be on their ass. So come on, bro. Let's not make an excuse for this nigga music. He is a great artist. R. Kelly will forever eat off his royalties and what he still owns. But the man's sick as fuck. He needs to be in jail. He needs to get mental help, bro. That's the bottom line. If you did some fucked up shit to kids anywhere in your life, bro, that's why it's no what you call that shit when you after a crime after so many years you can't get arrested for it. Ain't no statute of limitations to rape, nigga. If the nigga did that shit, you're going down for that shit. In some states it is.
I don't think so.
I think it is.
I think it's a federal thing.
I don't think so. Ain't no
Can
federal.
you look that up?
I think some states you got a statute of limitations. You can speak on that shit.
Murder? Yeah.
I think in some states, some.
No, it's forever, bro.
You can do a cold case. They can open this and right back.
Right. This is 100 years old, but this nigga 120. We finna lock up the oldest nigga in the world.
Open up Emmett Till case again.
Because they don't know who the murderers were. All she did was just say she lied.
And that
That's
bitch should
it.
have went down too. And that's a bitch. True. But my thing is, bro, we gotta hold people accountable in 2021, bro. Everybody is just so fucking. Everybody think they can do and say what they want to say. Some shit ain't right. Like we ain't been in here for weeks. The baby situation, that shit was goofy as fuck. My man's was on stage, probably high and drunk. What was that, Rolling Loud?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That was Rolling Loud. He got a whole bunch of white people in the crowd. They still tweaking off this nigga saying, who got AIDS in this bitch, whatever. They tweaking. Nobody gave a fuck in that audience. So why the fuck does social media give a fuck?
Because some people have been affected by the AIDS disease.
Some people
it
suck
does
dick
pinch
for
your
cars.
nerves. It
Come
does pinch your
on.
nerves to some people. I know somebody who lost people to AIDS. So
I know people who lost people to AIDS too.
yeah.
But what it was,
But
he
I don't. He didn't say it in a
said
negative
three
way, bro.
things. He said 3 things that affected 3 types of people. He said the gay thing. No matter what you say after that, it's over with.
But I don't think the
Hold
LGBT
on.
community has that much problem with that.
They were probably
No, it was the
No,
social.
no.
I don't. It was the social.
They got
Let's be real. Hold on. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be
blacks
real.
don't
I listen to
put it down
podcasts and shit. Let's be real. Let's separate it from real life and social
I didn't
media.
finish my list.
I know. I know what I'm saying. Let's break that down.
Can I finish my list first?
It's not. Go ahead.
Okay, so then
Because you got a real separation now, bro. Because it's fucked up on how we think. I ain't even doing like that, bro. Social media is not real life, bro.
It's not.
Everything that 300,000 people say on social media is not what real people think in real life, bro. You gotta have your own brain. That's
I'm
that
the
shit.
biggest troll of them all, so I already know.
I'm just saying.
But he said shit about gays. No matter what you say after that, unless you're saying gays are great, it's going downhill. You feel me? Then no, he used to just call people gay slurs like you faggot, but that was before all this Me Too shit. And no, I was using that as an example, so please don't Me Too me. I was just saying that as an example. And then 2, he said some shit. I don't know if you guys remember this whole slut shaming movement that still exists. Still
No, he
around.
said the pussy thing. Thank pussy.
No, yeah. So women with odors, and then anyone who's ever sucked dick in the car was offended.
So he said the niggas in the car sucking dick in the parking lot.
Yes, but it was a lot of women that were upset too that I saw, and it's like clearly he said niggas with AIDS sucking dick in cars, but everyone was offended because they just heard 3 things that they did not like.
And my thing is this,
and that's all that matters.
If my artist said that shit, I wouldn't been mad at the social media reaction. But you feel me? They got social media gonna react to anything. But the companies was lame as hell. That shit was lame.
Why are you blowing it out like that? Did you look up this? I thought so. I
thought I heard it before.
Who the fuck would? Alright, y'all.
Nigga, we act like everything we say is 100% true. We got a nigga to fact check it.
It is. Everything I say is 100% factual and actual. History.
I call cap on a couple things on this podcast.
No, you haven't. Let's hear that. Let's hear that. Let's hear this minimal list.
I can't, nigga. We got how many episodes? Down to over 60 episodes. I can call Captain at least one. But shit,
1 out of 60. That's pretty.
you know what's crazy though?
Pretty good.
So you know how I don't think I told you about my old heads at work, right? About my coke heads. Them niggas do coke. They all 65, 61, 62, and 65. So my nigga say he GD. He from Joliet, but he say he used to be what's the project down the street from Robert Taylor's? It's slipping my mind right now.
The Ickies? No, the Ickies.
Not the Ickies, hell no.
What's the one?
The one on 47th.
Stateway Gardens?
Not God. But anyways, he said he was in the projects. He used to be hanging in the projects in West Chicago. But he said he moved to Houston, Texas. He said I was only one of the 3 GEs that started out in Houston. He just broke out, told me this shit. But he was like, hold on. This nigga, right, that's what I'm getting to. So look, you say what? Bro, shut the fuck up. My thing is, he say, yeah, it was only 3 GDs in the penitentiary. I told niggas I'm from Chicago, and I started spitting that literature. He said, by the time of my 10-year bid, I had an 87-strong gang of gangsters, nigga. I turned Texas the fuck out, nigga. I say, yeah. He said, hell yeah. He said, nigga, he run shit out there.
Tell him come on the show.
Man, that nigga talk your ears off, gang.
That's what we need.
At least 4 times, bro.
Because I'm tired of Al Prafford getting all these Chicago niggas. Hey, man.
I showed him Gator. He said he think he know Gator. Mm-hmm. He said he looked at me. He said, nigga, you gotta hear him talk, bro. He be so damn serious, like he about to beat somebody ass. He be reliving that shit when he talking. Mm-hmm. The motherfucker, the nigga, he said he remember somebody. He made the facial expression that nigga made, so I know he was watching that shit in his head. Like it's so fucked up, bro. But the niggas in Joliet, bro, that's drug city out there, nigga. Yeah, like I ain't never like talking to my old heads, bro. I ain't never seen something.
Yep.
Not my old heads.
Them is OGs. Cokeheads.
That's
Old cokeheads.
Nigga, like you ain't got no old heads at your
I got old niggas I talk to. I got old niggas I talk to. Well, they talk to me.
And I said my OGs, I said my old heads. They the old heads at work, nigga. You act like you ain't made. These niggas want to be literal and shit.
No.
But you get what I'm saying, down Ron. Because these niggas want to be assholes and shit. You hear me? But no, these niggas real life, bro. I seen the weirdest shit on the way to work, bro. I seen a nigga in the street sleep, high as hell.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm like, no, bro. That nigga had a coat over him at 80-degree weather. Sleep, knocked out. I'm like, this shit, wow, this is another territory.
119. We was in Michigan. You gonna see a whole bunch of them.
Yo, anyway.
Man. So you think when you get on in Joliet, you can claim Chicago? Or you claim Joliet? Because it's a kind of big city.
Well, you said when I get home?
Well, I said if you get on in Joliet, like anybody.
Oh, no, you got to claim Joliet. Like that KP nigga claim.
Like Duty Low?
Yeah, you can't even claim KP. But it's busting out there, though. So
okay, I just wanted to know. You feel me?
But this is what I tell motherfuckers, man. If it's gangs, okay, so like, if you a Crip, and you a Crip from motherfucking Pasadena, do you think a nigga from like South Central is like, are you a Crip from South Central? From Pasadena? You know what I mean? No. They be, oh, what up, Crip? Ooh. Because they know it's
Crip anyway.
Now, if you a Crip in California and a nigga from Texas say, I'm a Crip, you gonna look at him a little confused. But people get that misconception about like the suburbs or areas outside of like major cities. Like niggas be like, it's GDs all up and down, motherfucking Wisconsin, all up in Minnesota. It's GDs, it's Soul, it's Kings, Lord, everywhere. But as soon as you say, I'm from Riverdale, a nigga be like, oh, you from Riverdale? But nowadays, niggas like, oh, you from Riverdale. Because they know niggas is everywhere now. But it was a time when
it was a suburb.
When the shit was separated. It was shit.
It was white people in the suburbs in like the 80s and early 90s and shit.
Yeah.
And so now in the 2000s, majority blacks or dominantly blacks. And they know what's going on. Like they're like, oh,
but
okay,
this is the thing.
If you can
going on, the South suburbs. It's like, oh, you from the South suburbs? Like they know about the South suburbs.
But it's true. I think it's just a South suburb thing for just Chicagoland area though. Well, like it's okay to say where
Maybe
you're from
another with the west
because
suburbs too. Though.
No,
Maywood. I say
what it
once
is?
you get past Bellwood, Maywood,
yeah, it's
You
like,
know what it really is?
and then you get up north, you hear niggas hollering out Skokie. I know some Skokie niggas is really on that shit.
Yeah.
But when you hear Skokie, the first thing you think of,
I don't think it's Chicago. I don't think it's Skokie. I think it's Skokie.
when I think Skokie, I think the other side of Skokie, where like the Jamaicans is at, and where the niggas is at, and then I think of where my lawyer lives. You know what I mean? So that's really like, but in every city, it's really two sides. No matter.
no, see that I feel what you're saying. No, it's like it's different. Like it's the south suburbs. G. The south suburbs.
I feel like
they be like the barrels of New York, or that could be like.
because I feel like the bordering suburbs of the city really, of the south suburbs is only Riverdale, Harvey,
Yo, my boy,
Dalton.
Pierre, what's good,
Riverdale,
G-Lo?
Kansas City.
You said what?
Riverdale and Kansas City.
Yeah, because they're the only ones that really go back
That's
to
really the bordering.
the city. Because you can go, you really can get to the city through both
Oh, yeah.
cities.
Riverdale,
But
Kansas City.
the surroundings, I feel like it's just Harvey, Riverdale, Dalton, Cal City, South Holland. Because in Phoenix,
You know what? Motherfuckers used
I
to.
said Dalton.
Motherfuckers
Well, no,
used
I gotta
to.
go through Riverdale.
That's Riverdale.
Posing.
That block Riverdale right there.
No, well,
Motherfuckers used to be on
It's a
some
few
watch
niggas
out for
in
posing
Posing,
too.
but
So
I mean, is they really? They ain't no.
I mean, watch out for posing.
I mean, they'll say that no more, but like
No,
it was a time
I
when
can't even picture it.
No.
Police so
ask your
thirsty.
ask your parents, man. Ask all the young
Ask
men.
your parents who was outside.
They knew Posing was about that shit.
They do.
Yeah, when they rolled through posing.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, Harvey
So
had.
Big Tom told you to stay away from Posing. How the fuck that sound?
No,
So all of them told you don't go over there.
They won't pose again.
rolled up a pose.
They're wild.
Them niggas shooting over there. They shooting shit.
Wild. They kidnap.
Nigga
Put you in the
Posing
trunk
on
and they
the
can trunk
couple
your
blocks,
ass.
So what you hear about Posing back in the day, Tom? Since you so Posing with this shit.
Posing be having wild nights. They don't be busting how like.
They be having movies.
They do. They be like, they be having drunk ass parties. They be classing.
If you want a preview in the hood, go to Posing.
Nah, look, man, like for real, man, niggas don't know about the birds. Like it was a fort. Everybody know about the fort on 42nd. Everybody know about a couple of the forts they had in Chicago, but it was a fort.
So what about Calumet Park?
Calumet Park, Calumet Park.
Is that part of the, I know that's the South Suburb, but is that like
They used to get into it with the Ragtown niggas. They was really into it.
Cal Park, Blue Island, that's the city still to me.
Blue Island, yeah.
Blue Island, I can't consider it.
I can't consider that a
Kings
city.
real as hell out there. Kings,
but
they
like,
really out there, and it's
There's
really
niggas out,
and it's
out
really
there in
other
Blue
niggas
Island, bro.
protecting themselves. It's really members of organizations, man. Like the Burbs is wild, bro.
So it depends on saying.
And R. Kelly was walking through all this shit at all the basketball courts.
He go back.
Free Kelly.
Really?
That
They said
nigga
nigga was a hooper though.
He was. They said he used to love women and hooping. That was it.
And he could catch me all the courts.
They say he used to have all his women at the
That's why
basketball courts cheering them on.
That's why everybody could be seen with like, yep, R. Kelly was fucking flirting with them little bitches because everybody seen him somewhere at the courts.
Flirting little bitch.
Flirting little bitches.
And he never Ray Tails did anything. That's fucked up.
Everybody know Kels couldn't read, but he could sing and.
Play basketball.
But no, he's God gifted, bro. No cap. Like the nigga can't fucking read or write, and he can sing a fucking song and sing a Grammy hit.
R. Kelly made his song for everything, bro.
Every damn thing. Happy moods, sad moods. Your woman cheating on you. You cheating on your woman. You a dog.
They gave that man.
But don't
You want to toast a bitch salad. You want to do all the time. R. Kelly had
Don't
everything.
crazy people make songs.
You want to fuck in the Jeep.
Stepping music.
I like to step in the Jeep.
They said R. Kelly was a dog when he beat that last case and came out with the stepping album. They said they couldn't fuck with him no more. That's what they mad.
Who is he?
Make a black national anthem for Step in the Name of Love. And what? Man, stop fucking with the FBI. That's why they don't fuck with him.
In the name of love.
Play that happy birthday, Bar Kelly. What the hell? You told something
That's a black celebration song right there.
That's not even a real song. He sang that to a motherfucker.
What do you do with the DJ playing on the
We still.
That was a conversation. That shit was a conversation.
Yes, so. They said to what?
That nigga broke that shit doing that. I'm gonna say, he told that bitch how to step in everything, boy. Kale's a bad motherfucker.
He said a lot of things were made of R. Kelly in the 90s, though.
Yeah.
Man, so how y'all feel about that?
I mean,
Ja Rule and Fat Joe.
Oh man, that shit was a classic.
You said what? What's that?
Ja Rule and Fat Joe, you seen the verses?
No, he didn't see that shit. You know.
You
Why you asking me?
seen the Cal be busy as hell.
Y'all be busy? Y'all be busy?
Ja I ain't want to say that on but you, yeah. But yeah, man, Ja Rule.
Everybody at the camera know he lying.
That nigga Ja Rule, look, he can see it with himself. Nigga, look fixing his hand on the damn camera.
I'm touching my hair, talking to the camera. What the fuck is you talking about?
Fixing niggas like him.
Can I touch myself? Fuck wrong with y'all?
It's a room full of me talking. Can I touch myself? Nigga, you cool?
I'm straight.
Pause.
What about the Obama presidential center?
Finally.
Spitting that bitch on Lake Shore.
That shit be fucking up my drive to work. That shit fucking
Man,
up.
what's up with all this construction in the city? Period. Everywhere you go.
Taxes, money.
Nigga, I'm tired of
Mob.
all
Y'all ready
throughout.
for this government shutdown?
Yep. You ready for that new wave? A millionaire and 100,000 niggas.
Man.
Yeah,
So let's ask a NAMA question. Y'all think we should have kept Trump in office or kept Biden?
Yeah.
Kept Trump.
Yeah, we should kept
But when
Trump
I said
for
that
years.
shit, motherfuckers thought I was crazy, but it's cool.
For a little 2 piece, then impeached him. Yeah.
Why y'all feel like that?
This nigga Biden falling asleep
We
in
gonna
interviews
fuck the
and
government
shit.
up, boy, for another
Y'all
100
don't
M's.
listen to me. I told y'all niggas.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say that, but
Y'all say he done with his Trump, huh?
hell no, I ain't gonna say
No,
that.
man, you
That nigga
follow
Biden
orders.
he different.
He just following orders.
He
Trump
ain't
following no orders.
see. You see how
Trump,
niggas act.
man. I fuck with Biden.
You see how
Damn,
niggas
boy,
act.
that roach is gone, man.
Tom love that shit.
Smoke this roach, man.
There you go, Tom. Here go another one. There you go.
Y'all act like I wasn't born in the 80s and never smoked roaches. Y'all niggas too cool.
You
Y'all
smoking your
No,
thumb,
you
nigga.
finna blow that shit out your nose. That shit finna come all the way over here. Like, you don't blow out your mouth like, oh, that.
No.
You blow. Like, nigga, blow out your mouth. Like a normal person. Look at him.
Nigga, you really getting high off a damn roach.
At least he don't smoke out his nose.
Don Juan.
Yeah.
That shit wild as hell. Tom did it before.
Don Juan did what?
He put the blunt to his nose. He don't smoke out his
This
nose.
nigga said Don Juan did that shit.
Don Juan.
I never smoked out my nose. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like you sniffed that coke. Yeah, you be smoking out your nose.
I don't know.
He said, you telling people my business on camera. My bad, cuz.
My pinky nail getting long anyway.
Oh, that man pimp.
Yeah. You mean you snort coke?
Smacking hoes and dabbing. Smacking hoes and taking a dab.
I put it on his bone.
Your perk pinky.
That perk,
Yeah, we do not condone drugs at Gtalk2020.
Do whatever you want. Don't do whatever you want. Don't do whatever you want.
What's
Have
all the
some.
drug?
Percocet.
This plant cat.
No, you the slowest nigga I know. Fuck you trying to choose. It comes from a plant.
How?
It's still good.
How?
Educate us on
It comes from the
Gtalk2020.
poppy plant.
Come from heroin.
Gee, right,
No.
does that make
The only reason why it's in a pill form because
It's heroin.
Tylenol.
It's
Mr. Tylenol?
Yes.
Because you got to cut it.
Yeah, cut it. Yeah. But it comes from a plant. It's like
Bro,
coca leaf,
crack,
cocaine,
Cocaine.
That's like
Look,
coke, man.
if you're not in Colombia,
That ain't pure.
don't do coke.
know.
Cause I know. It's
If you're not in Colombia, don't do coke.
So you basically saying
That too. South America got the best sound.
he know all about coke. I promise you.
You watch too many narcos.
It ain't about Pablo Escobar or anything like that. It's just about California got good soil for weed. Atlanta got good soil for what? Peaches. Florida got good soil for oranges. Still got good soil for certain shit. What we have? Onions in this motherfucker?
What he said?
Onions.
Onions, nigga.
Oh, you got onions?
Yeah, we got onions. We got them for
No,
sure.
that was South Carolina. I got the land for the onions.
We got that for sure. We got onions on deck. Peas, all that shit.
Yeah, we was a farm town back in the day.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, as a shorty, I did used to wonder, like, how did all this shit look before the cribs and shit got put out here?
You know they used to call Blue
150
Island.
acres. That was like the big farmhouse. Like, folks' old crib. His old crib was a farmhouse. That's why, like, they backyard so big
That
and
bitch
shit.
dumb.
I was supposed to roast to the roast smoke beat.
That ain't cool.
Fine.
You don't throw it at me.
They ain't gonna light that one up in 2 seconds. And ain't no damn weed barely in that. It's paper. Yeah. You gotta learn how to roll bigger blunts. Right? He ain't even throw the damn wood. He still had that bitch in his hand. He ain't wanna let it go.
Damn, y'all going in on this ass like y'all don't smoke roaches.
Yeah, I mean,
They acting
I don't smoke roaches. I'll bring
See,
you a
that's why the people, that's why the folks love me. That's why the people love
But you know, I'm
Tony
gonna say
G.
you have to flame over a roach because you put that on taste.
Because I'm real.
I just roll up another blunt.
Vote for me,
If I ain't got no
president.
weed, I roll a done blunt.
President. I bet y'all be
It's hard to
president.
hit that shit. You're just hitting paper now. It's like it's harsh as hell now. You still got
Out of the 3 niggas y'all see on these cameras, who would you vote for president?
It'll probably be me.
Hell no, y'all niggas gay.
Hell.
Oh,
He's
canceled.
getting kicked off the
yeah.
show. Before you guys cancel us, he won't be here next week.
We can get on next year. They gonna go all the way back to Gtalk2020.
No, you
They gonna go all the way.
That nigga hate gay people.
He's not a part of us.
Also, Donald Trump can hate blacks, but I can't say
Oh
a
no,
slur.
that Donald Trump nigga say, he said, you gay? Dude say, yeah, you're fine.
Donald Trump said he could grab a pussy.
He gotta go.
Hell no, he can say he can grab a pussy. Why I can't grab a
different when you
pussy?
got them bees.
Because I'm not gay.
Look, he gonna adjust the camera more to put his face in there.
Yep. That's what he did, guys.
You ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
He was just touching himself.
Hey, you move your hand off my shoulder, please, before I give you a rib shot. Thank
We gonna be in this box.
You already threw the camera down the first couple seconds.
you. Right, on the laptop. I let that slide.
Yeah, YouTube. Next week we will have a better camera because this shit look like we on an Android trying to FaceTime.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell going on. You ain't get the new update, did you?
Did y'all see the Android FaceTime? Y'all FaceTime somebody on Android yet?
Yeah,
We doing it right now. This shit look bogus.
Yeah, I don't even know nobody on Android that I'm interested in FaceTiming to be on
I
some.
forget the green text, I just don't apply.
Hey,
My OG got green text. I'm pretty proud of her. I'm proud of my OG. I'm proud of my OG and my aunties. But that green text, that is a stress. That's a stress. That's a stress.
I can't see videos. I can't.
It ain't gonna be quick.
Certain shit, right?
y'all going to see that Soprano movie, or y'all go watch it on HBO Max, or you're not watching
I got
it
a
at all?
movie app.
Hey, how y'all fucking with the
I'm going to see that shit.
that new shit that 50 Cent got going on?
BMF, that's gonna be something nice.
It is not. You ain't seen the first one yet?
Me and KY was just talking about that shit.
Nigga, I just said it's gonna be
I think
nice.
it's corny.
What?
The first,
How's it corny?
it was just like it wasn't what I expected, but it was the first. It was the first one, so I'm.
What did you expect?
It's a true story, bro.
I didn't even expect it. I
Them
didn't
niggas
have
got rich in
expectations.
their hood.
He just wanted to pop off them
one.
lips about us.
And they shot his ass.
Not his story, the way they put it.
How can you put it?
It was the way. Maybe it was the actors. I didn't like how the shit was. It was corny, bro.
So you don't like Meech brother enough? I mean, Meech son enough?
I don't know what was corny about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, so Tone for president, because I said a gay slur, and then Aaron talking about BMF, so I guess we got to put dickhead Tone for president.
It was more like a play.
I'll give you a good
acting like they was in a play, more so a TV show.
No, but listen, me and Cal was just talking about this shit, and I told Cal that this
for the first episode, maybe it get better.
I told Cal that it was just certain nuances that I wanted to see. It was just certain nuances that I wanted to see. I wanted to.
But what did y'all want them to tell in the first fucking episode?
Pause.
You wanted to tell their backstory for the whole season, their whole childhood. You had to sum that shit up in an hour.
They told a good way of what happened, like about breaking down how they met the plug and how they got to work and everything. I understood that shit. It's the way the shit was acted. It wasn't like it was corny. Oh, yeah, okay. That's in power. Like, 50 Cent was gonna do that shit.
Them titties wasn't nothing.
Yeah, it was the actors, bro. Like,
he seen Notori known titties. Whatever you call it.
But you always say
Cash Doll beautiful though.
She got to put in Detroit. So.
But no, it was just certain nuances I wanted to see, and I got to see glimpses of them, so I just want to go. They talked about E-Course. They talked about the Four Corners. I was telling Cal there's certain things I wanted to see. They talked about the 50 Boys. I want you to go more into the 50 Boys.
They probably you gotta talk about the 50 Boys to get to BMF.
Yeah.
BMF they still in the 80s. BMF ain't really happening to the end of the 90s. So it's a whole. That's why they said BMF could potentially be 5 seasons.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about them portraying the relationship with Meech and his family, his parents, as like the problematic and everything that goes wrong? And we've already seen the previews of episode 2 where, Tori is showing the fucking out.
I can see it as that. I can see it as that. I can see it because he's the oldest. Everything always fall back on the oldest.
Yeah. Especially when he did with the gun situation.
They would have came to Tone. He 4 years. He 4 years younger than what you call. He 4 years younger than me.
Believe it or not, my mama questioned me about guns more than my brother.
Because they know I don't keep guns in the house.
Yes, the fuck you do. My niggas shit. I got guns and they right there.
Come on in, everybody.
It's like
police.
You want to go on my such and such? Damn, it's a bite.
It's a bite.
Do you have any of this damn Tito's?
I'm sober as hell, boy.
You just talking like a motherfucker.
I'm naturally funny, bro. Come on now.
We're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you.
So,
damn, son.
Why you gotta
But come
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the show gonna be decent because you got so much to explain from the late 80s all the way to 2002. You gotta think about it. Them niggas violent, but they ain't never put themselves out there as violent niggas.
That was in the show too. He was like, man, his clothes like, man, you gotta go out there and do that, woo, because if you don't, they'll get on there. He like, man, I'm trying to make peace. I'm trying to click up with the niggas. He like, you can't click up with the niggas. You gotta take territory.
They never changed.
But he's still trying to click up with niggas, man. He made the Black Mafia. So
but it's funny because the niggas who they like into it now, that's J-Bo. So I wonder, is that J-Bo that we all know from BMF that was Meech's right hand man? So if it is, I want to see how
they get cool.
Yeah, how to do. But you could low key tell from episode 1 how these niggas was back and forth, like looking out for each other.
I like how the little brother was smart in school though. Was so I think that shit was wrong as hell. I'm like, so he was smart in school. And they had to take their jury off at the dinner table. Meech was mad and shit. Like, I gotta take my chain off. And I'm out this bitch.
That's not what it was.
Hey, no.
Let him tell the story.
all over the place. What the fuck?
So they was kids. And then they was at the dinner table. Them niggas so calm. They was rich as hell, boy. They had on white suits at the dinner table. Them niggas was rich as hell. Jewelry and everything. Pop said, take all that shit off. And me say, fuck this shit, I'm out, nigga. And then they got gone.
That's not how it went.
And they met the plug at the
And then he
end.
got kicked out.
And they met the plug with the gun.
Right.
This is a whole different show. What you talking about? Dog? I want to see that though. That shit high.
Hold on, that happened all at once.
And y'all say everything's 100% true on Gtalk2020. Shit, that's why I said we gotta check our sources. We ain't got it all. That nigga said
It was killer kids. They were white suits, 50 boy chains, 12 years old.
Yeah, Mitch got shot. What the fuck? You talking paid it for?
That shit was raw as fuck.
That shit was cold. I had to edit
Is
that
he
shit
gonna
off.
tell on Unique or his son?
I don't know. You know it's gonna be so fucked up. I don't think he gonna say
You
nothing.
think he gonna tell on Unique or his son?
I think he gonna say he don't know, but it's gonna be so much
Blood on that
evidence
jacket.
pointing.
It's gonna be blood on the jacket. They're gonna have Kane tied into this shit, but then they be like.
That one came in blood though, bro.
Yes, it was, nigga. When
Kane
he skated,
failed.
he scuffed his hands and he wiped his hands on the jacket.
No, he failed. He scuffed his hand. Yeah.
He never. Well, he should have wiped his hands on his pants. He wiped his hands on the jacket.
He didn't never wipe that hand on the jacket, bro.
You
I
don't
gotta
watch
it again.
details.
He did. He wiped it up on something though.
He wiped his hands off and he looked at his hands.
Yeah.
But it was on the concrete. He never wiped.
You gotta watch. You
don't know.
You probably gotta watch it, bro. You gotta watch it.
I'm trying not to think about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to say, like, how did
He
he
failed, and then he
We
got
got
up, and then he looked at his shit.
But I know he had wiped his hand on his jacket, though. And it was like a puddle of blood. That little scratch ain't put that puddle of blood. But I'm trying to figure out how the hell he get blood anyway.
Hey, I think Unique was about to beat the shit out of his baby mama. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know.
No, I thought that too, though, but he knew what it was when he was like.
Yeah, but no, he probably thought she was getting set up too.
That's when he walked through, he seen the door closed, so he was already paranoid.
Think about it, if you would.
When he went in the room, when he got the jacket, he looked like, damn, the jacket right here. Then he knows the blood. He knew what the fuck was going on. That's when he walked to his girl like.
You noticed the blood, right?
Real.
You noticed the blood. You said you noticed the
Right,
blood, right?
I don't think it was. He thought it was his bitch that did that shit.
You noticed the blood, right?
It was the blood from Shorty.
From Kane on the jacket.
No,
from
the
detective.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
It's the detective's blood.
You sure?
Yeah.
But how did he get
We gotta see.
But how did he get the blood
Because
on
the
him?
blood is on his shoulders.
Splattered.
Yeah, it's splattered.
Listen to my question.
No.
How did he get the blood on him? How did he get blood on his jacket?
From shooting.
He was 6 feet away from the nigga.
So he splattered?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, question now. I don't know. Did he shoot him twice or once?
Twice.
Okay, cool. I ain't know. I said if he shot him once.
Twice, and that's why his mama was mad. Yeah.
That's how he lived. Because he didn't shoot him in the head. He shot him in the arteries.
Because he got scared. Because niggas was like, they shooting. He got scared as hell.
That's how he took. But
He had a car alarm go off.
like his what Jukebox said, she was like, man,
You
I
always
did it for the family, woo woo. You know what I'm saying? My mama got me, woo woo. But he was like, your mama just made you shoot a detective.
That's when he realized, man, I don't give a shit.
And then
He finna kill his mom. He finna kill his mom, his daddy.
We don't know that. We don't know if his mama ever died in the show yet.
He already know, like, so she like, you gonna get your son up, woo woo.
You know what make Raising Kanan so interesting? We only know that Jukebox and 50 ain't gonna die. That's what makes the whole shit. We only know that Kanan and Jukebox not gonna die. That's the only. That's what makes this show so interesting. But we don't know what happened to Marv.
We gotta find out who Breeze is too.
I want to find out what the fuck happened to Marvin.
Old girl got him caught up.
You caught him today?
Old girl got him caught up.
You get it's in the black joint.
Old girl got him caught up. Remember she said she was she was being a CI.
The black little thing.
But shit. With that shit, man, I don't know. Cause I don't know what happened to Kane and Mama. They never spoke on that in Power. That's why I said, like, really, if you want to really get into Raising Kanan, you have to watch Power to get the details.
I'm telling my girl, I'm like, bro, I'm watching that shit. I'm like, gee.
That's why 50.
He's going to Baltimore now, so I'm like, it's finna
I'm like,
take a
hell
whole
no.
other time.
That's why Lou was
You're not going to
like,
Baltimore.
what the fuck you make that shit messy as hell?
They went Maryland.
The sign said welcome to Maryland.
Oh, I ain't see the sign.
So he finna go to Baltimore. And that's when that's when that whole Bodymore shit started. So Kanan finna probably be putting in work there. But I want to know, where does this Ghost?
They 5 years younger than him. So you gotta think about it. Shit might change when he and
Are they 5 years younger than him?
Yeah.
I thought they were in high school together.
They his little homies. They're 4 years. Right, they his little homies.
That story about him is over with. It ain't gonna be about Kanan no more.
No, Raising Kanan finna just get started.
Right.
It's Raising
Kanan.
Kanan. You know the prequel to Power, because Kanan is Kanan's life.
Kanan.
So look,
Kanan is that.
You gotta still teach Ghost and Tommy. You still gotta teach them too. So
and then we ain't met Breeze, like Cal said. Breeze is they big homie.
Yeah.
So they gotta. He has to leave his mama.
Was more like
who's
talking
Breeze?
about
The Ghost killed to take
Right
over.
before Tariq killed Ghost, and he was like,
Tell me about Breeze.
He was like, man, I gotta tell you, it's a long story though. You know what I'm saying? But,
Wait, what?
Breeze was their big homie.
Yeah, Tariq asked like, who killed Uncle Breeze? You know what I'm saying? And then
And he's like, I killed them.
Right, but you know, it's a long story. Some shit happened. You know,
that's why I say Raising Kanan ain't gonna end till them niggas probably 20s.
Yeah.
Cause that shit is deep. That's why I say you have to 50 gonna make it so fucked up that you gonna have to rewatch the first Power to understand everything. And then you still gotta watch this shit. You ain't gonna after you done watching Raising Kanan. It's gonna be crazy because after you done watching Raising Kanan, you gotta rewatch Power again because you gonna understand everything Power, the Mr. Holes in Power.
Hey,
and then
clearly after Power, after Raising Kanan, right when Raising Kanan go off,
Tommy. You know, we got the other part of Tyree.
When Tyree come on, then
we got Tommy on.
Then Tommy. But you know what? You got to think about 50 still got another show. You know how he's supposed to do Tay Show? I don't know if they're going to do Tay Show, but I think he's going to have a show that.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to do the politician show, but I don't think he's going to feed for that shit. He probably will, but I feel like he's going to tie something in with the Tariq and shit.
The Tate shit, his brothers are like real street niggas, and they pushing him. His story is something different.
I was gonna see Tay anywhere Raising Kanan because he was he was in the streets.
Yeah, he was in the streets.
That's why I said you gonna see Raising Kanan gonna answer so many questions. That's why he got renewed after the first episode.
Yeah.
Like that shit damn, that made me even more excited for this shit.
Busting, boy.
But yeah, you gotta find out who Breeze is.
That's what I'm saying. I just expected, BMF to be not like that, but just
BMF is based on a true story. So this shit is
all
this shit is fictitious that 50 got going on.
Bro, clearly everybody.
So it ain't gonna be.
The actors.
They take time to warm up. You gotta think about it. Just as when they shoot the show, that's what I said. When they shoot the show, that was their first episode. So like with Raising Kanan, they wasn't the best on the first episode, but
came out raw as hell.
Raising Kanan, like it was just a detail. It was a detail. It was, you get what I'm saying? It was to give you information on the backstory of Kanan. It was giving you information.
They had good actors. Even on the show, they had better actors.
It's subjective to your opinion.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
I feel like
I get
Kanan go whack his mom.
Not to cut you off. Just piggyback off what Aaron saying. I feel like Raising Kanan is so they can act better into that shit because it's a non-fiction story. That's right. Non-fiction is false, right?
No,
it's a non-fiction. It's a fiction story.
Yeah.
So with BMF, you really have to get into character. You really have to study these motherfuckers. Fiction is real. So you really have to study.
What you just said about how you think that he gonna kill his mama. I'm not saying that's true, but I'm just saying that could be because he killed his father.
He didn't kill his father. His father's still alive. He might die though.
No, but he had intentions of killing his father. And I think his dad. I think what's gonna happen. I think what's gonna happen. Now that I'm thinking about it, either Pops go snitch, but he not gonna snitch. He go say he don't know, and then it's gonna be a whole unique thing, and then they might have to even go into some DNA shit because in the '90s DNA was popping. You feel me? So I think because it was such a high profile him shooting a detective, they go do that shit. Then my second scenario is I feel that Kanan go realize jukebox was right. My mama sent me up, tried to just be a crash dummy type shit, and he go like her.
No, you know.
I mean, that's big though, but
Listen to this. I said, like you said, they're gonna take that shit to trial, but that's that nigga son, and he need to live him. The motherfucker gonna tell Rock, if I don't know nothing, they gonna ask why Kanan DNA was on the scene, because they probably gonna process the scene. They gonna ask why, because his DNA is on that scene, on the floor, on the ground.
that's what I said.
They gonna ask. He gonna say some shit like, I met with Kanan minutes before this shit happened. Kanan left. Because he gonna tie somewhere into that shit, because why the fuck is he gone?
Yeah.
Niggas looking for, the girl detective looking for him. She knows it's unique, or she knows it's Kanan. So he gonna tie back into that shit, and then the detective gonna have to cover that shit, and Rock gonna have to owe him a favor.
Do y'all think that?
And then P.S. they cold as hell for how they did that shit when the police raided the projects and how they hit the 7th floor. Then when they went up to the 8th floor, they threw all the shit.
Okay. On the project.
I know what I'm saying, but they cold for that shit. 50 really getting that 90s details and shit. Like he cold.
Yeah. Do y'all think that season 2 is gonna be better than season 1?
All I know is, hell yeah, this shit ain't gonna never. It's gonna be like Power. You gonna get glued. You gonna get glued and glued and glued, nigga. And then the thing is, I know for a fact, I think 50 Uncle's gonna die. Marv gonna die, or he gonna end up in jail. One of them gonna end up in jail.
That's what I was gonna say now. Marvin already got. That's what I was saying about that.
I think Luke end up getting white.
I wasn't done talking about first season though, but my thing is, say your thought though, because I'm gonna say it's gonna be interesting.
All I'm saying is,
Damn,
Rock. Oh, we have to talk
go
about
ahead.
Rock. I feel like she was like tweaking the whole time and making that shit messy. That's why I feel like Lou was like, "What the fuck is you doing?" You know what I'm saying? And for her to even, cause you know Marvin got into that little police check. They sent him about you should address from that white bitch he was in. That he was serving.
But they don't got no evidence he did anything.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though.
They just holding him up, and she think that's hot, but she got the dude to take care of that shit. And that's why I say it's only gonna get hot between the detective and Rock. It's only gonna get hot between the detective in the first episode. He say, "I don't know who did it." It's gonna be hot between what you call it, because Unique gonna be going down, and he gonna be pointing fingers at Rock. If he ain't, I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna snitch, but he's gonna be in that bitch saying he ain't did it, and then I'm pretty sure that white bitch is gonna believe Unique. I guarantee it. He gonna tell somebody something. There's gonna be somebody in the department that's gonna believe him, and they gonna run with the story like they always do on Power.
Yeah, it's gonna be Wise Kanan missing.
Yeah. But yeah, my thing I was about to say is it's gonna be interesting to see.
She said if you got someone in control, why is Kanan leaving?
It's gonna be interesting to see all the characters come in because it's a lot of niggas that fall up under 50. You got Tommy and Ghost. You got, I'm pretty sure Tate was running around in Queens because they know the nigga. They say he had a fucked up background.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2-Bit and you got the other niggas that was running around with 50. Who else? You got, I want to meet the nigga Breeze because I want to, he come in because apparently he took over at The Rock. And what the fuck, Marvin, what's the other nigga uncle name?
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
If
it was he the third competitor, and as they was doing, they
I
said
think
he
Marvin
just.
is very low key because he finna be locked up. So you know him and Kane already got a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I think he gonna.
And they already got the uncle relationship, so Kanan come around with Tommy and with, you know what I mean, he's already,
Lou trying to get out.
but nobody's called him Breeze yet.
I'm saying, but you know, niggas always really make themselves though. You know.
Damn. So Breeze is Marvin?
But
Breeze was the fuck up. You think he gotta go to get locked up?
But
you
heard
anybody.
She said I wouldn't be in charge if you was never smoking that shit.
But you know what's the crazy part
Marvin
is?
was supposed to be in charge anyway.
You know how I know we ain't met Ghost and them yet? Because Ghost Diddy is a club owner. You ain't know that, did you? So it's like,
all this shit on the first part when he brought Shorty around. And we still ain't met her.
That's what I said.
We still ain't met.
Cause we gotta wait till Ghost and Tommy come around.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know if they're gonna. We don't know if they're gonna come around through his pops, or we don't know if they're gonna come around through 50.
No, I think they'll come around through 50. I think 50 gonna be the man, and he gonna be coming up to the school because he don't go there no more. You feel me?
He's still serving at the school, probably.
And no, he the man. So he got a whole crew, and he checking up on his people and shit. And I can see Tommy getting down first, because Tommy is the one with the fucked up background. You feel me? So I can see Tommy getting down first. Like, I need some bread. My main shit. Bad relationship with Pops. Really don't know Pops. He got a real nigga story.
And his pops rich as hell.
You feel me? You feel me? I think.
Damn, where did they introduce all that shit? Where did you see all that shit, dude? That shit.
That's why I want to see. That's why I say y'all gotta. But y'all really, I don't know if y'all watch The Sopranos or not. But I want to watch
If
this.
you really have the right storyline with this shit and really know how to play each and every, because he introduced so many people that died off that had something to do with these niggas' past. So many plugs that got introduced. Like, how the fuck Lobos them get in the picture?
Yeah.
Where do you find these plugs at? What happened to the original plugs? We knew these niggas known for killing their plugs, so all the other plugs got killed? That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be some wild shit. These niggas was like damn near CIA agent killers, so they learned some shit. And who they learning from? So who the fuck is Breeze?
So you think
That's why I said that's where that shit fall back on.
Razor can't go be harder than Snowfall. You know Snowfall.
Hell yeah, Razor Cannon gonna take over.
I think any fictitious shit is gonna be harder than anything based on true
story,
events.
because you could go anywhere with a fucking fictitious story, bro. Your mind take you anywhere. You see how we are sitting here elaborating all these events. That's what they do in the writer's room. So with a non-fiction story, bro, you really have to stick to the facts, and you can go 10% left and right.
You really can't stick to the fact because niggas still fighting cases.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But you still gotta. That's what I said. It's 80% real story, but you still got 20% that's bullshit because they ain't gonna tell you this fake.
Right.
But pretty sure Meech and 50 and T, they was telling the real stories. Like,
Right.
yeah, we gonna say this fake and shit, but
Yeah,
we gonna add some bullshit to this and shit. We gonna add some hoes and some extra niggas and change names and shit. That's all they do.
So change the environment instead of being daytime where the shit actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's nighttime at a club.
Then this shit happened in the wintertime, but it originally happened in the summertime. It's all that shit, bro.
That's how it be, because the feds be watching trying to put this piece together. Like, okay, you
Meech
said
gonna
what?
be home though, so it don't matter.
He got 10 more years.
Nigga, Meech coming home. Biden gonna pardon him, boy. Stop playing with that.
No, they just made this nigga a show. They dug it out. He dug it out. That's what niggas was mad about. But you know what's so crazy?
Shit,
Larry Hoover finna get a date. They finna get Larry Hoover a date. November 30th.
In Chicago?
Fulton County, Georgia.
Are you supposed to give him a day to get out? Oh, he's about a day to celebrate his
Larry Hoover Day.
Oh.
So, you know, well, I'll be November 30th, Fulton County, Georgia.
To end off the show, I'm gonna just say this, man. Some real niggas in this world.
It is.
Some bitch niggas in this world.
It is.
No, for real. But still, always remain real to your fucking self.
I thought you was gonna say, but it's always niggas in this world. That would have been cold. Like,
keep it 98 with these niggas, keep it 100 with yourself.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying, man. We got things ended off with. That was my wise words of wisdom for the week, man.
yes. YouTube bastards.
Oh yeah. Go before we get up out of here, go listen to stream my artist music out here. You know, we have NFG.
Yeah.
You got 100K, you got Husky, and you got Manny 2 times. Go stream their music, run them streams up.
What else is there? Shit, man.
Hey, I gotta bring my new artist. I'm gonna play a song.
Yeah, I ain't got shit to say right now.
But
welcome back. We back in this bitch.
We out though. We finna go politics some shit, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guys, man. Free the guys. Love everybody, man.
Free Larry Hoover.
Oh yeah.
And he won't be here next episode. So, you know.